yourself on the mainstream media what they're promoting, more of these mRNA poisons. Now, we have a nation of people here where their health is deteriorating as a result, direct result of being poisoned, and they're filling up with these white fibrous clots inside their body. Now, as their health fails, they're vulnerable and they need more protection. So they're in an endless cycle now, and I suspect somewhere in the tech that's in these vaccines, there's something crossing the blood-brain barrier that's altering the way people think and hindering their ability to think critically. And that is going to lead them like lemons down the path to doom. They will die if they keep taking vaccines. That's the bottom line. I've never had any. How am I still here?
You've been talking to a lot of people, obviously.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me, Stu. Yeah, a lot. Politicians, diplomats, 4 peers in the last 12 months.
What can you tell us about this quademic? I mean, that's real. That's being reported.
They're trying to. They're working on the sheepdog theory. How does a sheepdog herd sheep? Through fear, and especially if many of these sheep, who are you most likely to get to keep coming back for vaccines? People that you've already got. So their health suffers. They feel vulnerable. They're sick. They're dying. They're going to queue up to be protected. And if you throw loads of fear at them constantly, they don't know where they're going, and they just funnel into the trap. And these people will die. I mean, when I was at the meeting in 2021 in Westminster in Birdcage Walk, chaired by Mark Sexton and Sir Graham Brady, I watched the evidence go down. I said what I had to say. I listened to people like Dolores Cahill, Dr. Tess Lawrie, Dr. Sucharit Bhakdi, and many others that were present. And they said these people, if they had given them an active ingredient, they have 2 to 5 years post-vaccine. They will die. There is no cure. They can manage the symptoms with things like bromelain, MAC, nattokinase, but they are going to die. And we are seeing that. And globally, I mean, to give you some idea, the death rate here is about excess death rates around 20% over the national average. In Ireland, the 14 to 25 age group has a 70% increase in the 14 to 25 age group. Nobody wants to discuss it. Nobody wants to talk about it. And for me, that is more alarming than the actual figures. So clearly there's something terribly wrong. But the reaction from these criminals who are all making money, we're seeing footballers fall over every week now. There's footballers dying. Young, fit footballers, £100 million worth of players globally, all over the place. Not one fat, greedy politician has fell over. And yet they're telling us they all had the same jabs. No, it is Agenda 2030. It is the Great Reset, And meanwhile, we've got thousands and thousands of young men of fighting age being ferried into the country, being put up in air bases, RAF bases, army bases, private hotels, and every bit of accommodation they can procure.
What about them? Are they vaccinated?
No, none of them. That's Keir Starmer's standing army for when these civil unrest get too much for them to cope with. They're going to deploy these young lads. And I'm told they all sign the Official Secrets Act before they get on a boat.